In 1994, Dutch ride designer Van Orso designed a ride that he gave the project name of Bobo. Van Orso has made many designs which were picked up by manufacturers like Haas and Mondial, but only three of his designs have been realized yet. The Giant Evolution by Basixx, the Topple Tower by Haas, and the Magic Arms by Waagner Biro, which we are going to talk about today.
Waagner Biro is most well known for construction and engineering of bridges and stages. However, this company is not unfamiliar with the amusement industry. They had manufactured multiple double and triple Ferris wheels in the early 70s and 80s, which were sold by Intamin. Magic Arms was the first thrill ride and transportable ride they ever manufactured. Waagner Biro shut down the amusement technology division of their company between 1998 and 2000. Waagner Biro started with the technical development of the Magic Arms in 1995, and in March 1996, German showman Barth officially purchased the first Magic Arms, named Flying Circus. Flying Circus consisted of three parts: the main arm, the second arm, and the gondola. All three of these parts could rotate. The main arm at 8 revolutions per minute, the second arm at 9 revolutions per minute, and originally the gondola was intended to rotate at 8 revolutions per minute, but after early testing it was reduced to 6 revolutions per minute. 39 people fit on the gondola with 2 rows of outside-facing seats. The maximum height of the ride was 20 meters, which was achieved when the ride was fully upside down. Originally, the gondola was supposed to be lifted up hydraulically to get it out of the loading position. This was changed to a more simple design of retractable stairs that move out of the way before the ride starts. Flying Circus was transported on 5 trailers and took about 1.5 days to set up and roughly 10 hours to break down.
Flying Circus made its debut on the Vrijaarsband in Aachen in early 1997. Flying Circus mainly operated at fairs in Germany, but it also went to some fairs in the Netherlands, like Tilburg in 2000 and Weert in 2005. Bart actively traveled with Flying Circus from 1997 until 2008. In the summer of 2008, Flying Circus operated at the Luna Park in Palavas-les-Flots in southern France. The ride was most likely hired for this event by a different showman, since the Bart signage on top of the ride was removed when it was in France. After the summer, it returned to Germany to do a few more fairs with Bart, with its last one being the Allerheiligen Kirmes in Soest. This ended up being Flying Circus's very last fair. After the 2008 season ended, it was rumored that Flying Circus would be set up at a German amusement park named Taunus Wunderland, which is owned by showman Bart. This, however, never happened, and in 2009 the Flying Circus appeared at Vidam Park in Budapest, Hungary. The ride ended up operating in this park until the park removed almost all of its rides in late 2013. Flying Circus is said to have had its very last ride on the 30th of September in 2013. The ride was then disassembled and it is unknown what happened to it. Some parts of the ride were reused for a very different ride, a unique Hungarian knockoff breakdance. This unusual breakdance has 5 crosses which have the ability to lift up, but unlike other breakdances with this feature, they don't race all at once, but they bounce up and down with the use of an eccentric, much like a monster or polyp ride. A transport trailer of Flying Circus was used as the main trailer for this ride, and also some decoration pieces and the operator box were reused on this ride. What happened to the rest of Flying Circus is sadly unknown.
Now, while the Flying Circus never became very popular in the West, with obviously only one being produced and that ride now being completely gone, the model has caught on much more in the East, with Chinese flat ride manufacturer Nanfang making a ride called the Crazy Circus. This ride was first introduced sometime before 2015. It appears to only be available in a permanent version. Like the original, this ride has 39 seats with over-the-shoulder restraints. It reaches a max height of 20.2 meters or 66 feet, pretty much the same as the original. This is including the large lightning rod placed on the ride's main support arm. This lightning rod is a standard design on many Chinese flat rides. It uses rotating stairs to load and unload the ride. This is a standard design for a lot of Nanfang rides. Multiple have been produced, with many still operating today. at Chinese parks all across mainland China. Though it's believed that none have been sold to parks outside of China, however, information is hard to find, so that could be incorrect. The ride is pretty similar to the original, although it is to be noted that the arms do appear to move a little bit slower and a little bit more sluggishly than the original, at least the original when it was still new. Now that is about everything we have on the Flying Circus. If you have been able to ride one of these rare and very hard to find attractions, please share your experiences in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.